Hello, my amazing viewers, and welcome back inside of my screen. It has been a while since I uploaded a video here, and also the last video I uploaded, I noticed the mic and the audio was not audible, and I promise this one comes out better. So, the feedbacks I've been getting from the community and the comments are mostly on higher time frame analysis, how to do a proper higher time frame analysis. So I have decided to dot it through that I should put it in what series. Now in this particular series, I'll be producing like 5 episodes in this particular series covering this topic and breaking it bit by bit. And also I will be explaining things you need to consider when going to look for what higher time frame analysis. So there are important things you need to know when doing higher time frame analysis. So with that said, this is AUD/USD 3 month chart, and I'm looking at a potential 3 month CRT range. So that is not the top that is not the talk of the topic, like that's not the point of the topic. So let's dive into the points of today's video. So looking at AUD/USD on the 3 month chart now, things you need to consider when going to look for what higher time frame analysis, and also I'll be stating out the topics I'll be going to cover on the upcoming videos and in this video in particular. So what we have here, let me still crunch it a little bit. So what we have here, the topics we have here, and that I'll be going to be covering in the videos, the upcoming videos, are higher time frame components. So one is what how to identify higher time frame trend slash price and narrative. Two, know why price is moving. Three, higher time frame before lower time frame. Four, key levels. Five, manipulation. Six, time. Seven, total soup slash SMTs, and last on the list is execution. So let's dive into today's videos and today's topic, which is how to identify higher time frame trend. So your ability to identify higher time frame trend will give you an edge over the lower time frame. So without a proper higher time frame trend in the mind, when going to hunt on the lower time frame, you're likely to be what? You're likely to be burnt and exhausted on the lower time frame, because the lower time frame is not in alignment with the higher time frame. So what are the things one can use to identify higher time frame trend? So first on the list is what? Your basic higher highs and higher lows and lower highs and lower lows. So to identify a bearish trend on the higher time frame, you can use your basic lower lows and lower highs to identify trend on your higher time frame. Why? Because these lower lows and lower highs on the higher time frame are extremely solid than the lower highs and lower lows on your hourly chart, your 4 hour chart, or your daily chart. That is why. Then another way you can identify trend on the higher time frame is by using trend lines. Now people think trend line don't work. People think trend line don't work, and it's obviously underrated. But if you use trend line on the higher time frame, best believe it works. It works. It's underrated because they don't know how to use it, but it works. So that is another way you can use to identify what trends on the higher time frame. But personally, what I use to identify what trends on the higher time frame is what highs and lows. Now highs and lows, I mean when price creates a high like this and creates a new low, I want to see price come back and take out the previous high that was created, respect it and break and close and make a new what? Lower low. So when price does this on the higher time frame, I know from this high that was respected to this low, excuse me, let me take this thing out. So from that high that was respected, this high that was respected to this new low that was broken, I know I am what? Bearish. So when price comes back on the lower time frame, which obviously is going to be bullish, when price come back to the premium part of this my higher time frame structure, I want to be what? Looking for sales. I want to be looking for price to make it what? A new low. So with that said, let's look into price action. Let's look into price action on this AED USD. Now, what we can see here on AED USD, price did what? Took this highs here and we broke and closed below this low. So from this moment onward, you can see AED USD has been what's bearish. We are making new lows. We came back to this high and we failed to take this highs. Ever since from that point, after we rejected this highs, AED USD is trying to make a new low below this low here. So with that said, we can go to the monthly time frame and look at the monthly structure as well. Now looking at the monthly structure, you can see after price broke and closed below this low here, we came back to the highs, but we failed to take out the highs. Then from that point onward, ADUSD started breaking the lows again. We broke and closed below this low, and also we broke and closed below this low. Before we closed below this low, you can see what price did. We took, like we respected the highs here, before breaking and closing below the lows. Then we retrace back into this high to this low, and we'll go to the premium aspect of it. We took out this short-term high here and we started making new lows. Then again, ADUSD created multiple highs inside of this low to these highs here. We came back, took the highs, and we broke and closed below this low that created the high. You can see this low that created the high, came back and break and closed below it. Then when price came back to the premium aspect of this high to this low, I can now anticipate bearishness, which was this structure I drew previously, like price creating a high, a low, coming back to take that high, and breaking and closing the previous low. Then when price retrace back into the structure, when price retrace back into the structure like this to the premium point, then I'm looking towards catch the next swing. So if you look at this thing I drew here and also relate it to ADSD charts, you can see similarities on the structure right here. You can see similarities on the structure. So once you're able to identify your higher time frame trend, then on the lower time frame, you're just waiting for price to come to the premium aspects of your higher time frame trend. In this example, bearish, price came to the premium, and once we are in the premium, you now look for what the lower time frame to be in alignment with the higher time frame. So this is monthly. If we go to the weekly and daily, you will see clean structures. So on the weekly, you can see price is at the premium of the what monthly swing. You see this drop in price. This whole drop in price is the what monthly structure that we looked at, and in the weekly, on the weekly chart, price came to the premium and from then on, we are looking forward sales. So with that said, once you're able to identify the higher time frame trend, then you can cash moves like this. You can cash moves like this on the you can catch moves like this on the lower time frame. So I can show you AD USD. So this is the execution on the this is the execution on the daily time frame, and you can see here I'm still on this trade. So until you know how to identify the higher time frame what trend, you can then catch trades like this confidently. So thank you for watching till the very end of this video, and the next video will be dropping shortly. So watch this video once, twice to understand how to identify trend on the higher time frame. So with that said, thank you very much. I love you guys. Good luck and good trading.